Hey everyone, I'm Sebastian, this is Don. We
Hey.
are locally world famous chiropractors in Orange County.
You gotta sing it.
We're locally world famous chiropractors in Orange County.
Love it.
So, California by the way. So we're going to cover low back pain today, and we're going to explain some low back pain that you guys might experience in the area right around when you slide your hands down. Let me know if I'm in the camera down.
Yeah.
And you bend forward and it's like, oh, there's little bumps right there. I know my pain's right there because I can feel it.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's tender to press on it too.
Yeah, it's tender to press on it. So we're going to cover that type of pain. If you're wondering about what exercises should we do, we're going to cover one in here today. But if you really want to know some of the good stuff, we already did a video on this. And so look it up. Just look up back pain and you'll find it right there. Okay? We might even put it in the corner for you. So we'll first start with a little bit of bony anatomy of the area. Sound good?
Yeah.
Why don't we approach the camera for this one? I think there's no need to see our face quite that much. Okay, so Don's going to use the book, and I'm going to use the model first. What's this model's name, by the way?
I haven't named it.
Oh.
I didn't even think about it.
Okay, well, maybe by the end of the... Everyone, what do you want to name the video, or name the skeleton here? So we have the bony area right here. Okay, and we have things that attach into it from the top, from the backside, from the underneath. And so go ahead and get in there, Don.
Okay. There's a couple muscles I want to bring up. Some of the ones that you can pretty much see on people who are like really developed in their low back. They have those just like big old like pole looking things on the side of your spine. Those are your what we call lumbar perivertebral muscles that come and tie into that bony area that Seb is talking about. You have your QL on the side here that comes around. You have your obliques that come around, all that attach into that area. If I flip this page a little bit, I'll show you some of the ones that lie right on the backside. You have this big old fascial thing right here that attaches to that area that all those muscles play a role and tie into and attach to that. So sometimes when we're overactive in those areas, we start to feel pain at the attachment point, at that bony landmark that we talked about.
Yeah, and if we look at Bob Norman here, we have named the skeleton. And so this is an example of a QL muscle going in and attaching right into the area, quadratus laborum. And then the longer is going to be like the lat attaches into there. And then the paraspinalis muscles, like she mentioned, attaches into there. But also things like the glute muscles come up from the bottom and attach into there, and they go right into the hip. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff attaching into there, and a lot of the hip muscles will help the low back muscles not work so hard. And so in the other video, we presented an idea of a Trendelenburg test, or what you guys might know as a single leg stance. So let's have Dawn do her single leg stance again. She has white shoes on again, and so go ahead and just, there you go, very dainty with the. And so what we're looking at to see is if her white shoe can line up with her zipper, as well as her head or her nose. And show me a bad one. Okay, so she got the sassy hip out. Maybe show me a different type. And so she does a little bit of a lean with the shoulder. There you go. So the shoulder lean happens, and so all of a sudden she's not a straight up and line, up and down line anymore. It's being the airplane.
Yeah. I actually was losing my balance on that side.
So this is an example of a positive test, and what happens here? And go ahead and stand one more time.
Sure.
So go ahead and single leg stance. So you're going to have the muscles on this side of your hip are working hard to keep her up. Go ahead and let those muscles loose. So she'll sag if they lose, and what happens is to keep the pelvis parallel, her muscles on this side have to work harder. Okay? So the muscles on the side of the hips, especially the opposite side, have a strong correlation to what your back is doing. And so strengthening those glute muscles, especially the glute max, yeah, the glute med is important, but the glute max is more important. If we do the glute max, then a lot of times back pain goes away.
Yeah. I also think about the core when we talk about those muscles too. So the way I like to try to explain it is if you are using your bicep muscle here, this one here is turned off, okay? So I think about that when it comes to core and low back too. If these ones are overactive and causing pain, these ones might be underactive, and we just need to turn these ones on to give these ones a little bit of a break. So core and glutes, we always talk about that.
So how can we do that? How about we do, we're gonna keep coming up with different things because everybody likes some variety, but we did show other videos of how to do this. Let's get the camera up to a nice level for us, I think. All right.
My favorite, I got one. And I like to take Seb through this one because he shakes a lot on it.
Okay. This is a glute one?
So I'm going to do a core one. You could do the glute one. Since you talked about glutes, I talked about core.
Wait, why is the core related again? I think I missed that part.
Oh, because if this is turned on, this can turn off.
Oh.
If this is overactive back here, maybe we need to turn this on and give these ones a chance.
So that's called reciprocal inhibition, right? Okay. You can look that up if you want to get super nerdy. Maybe we'll do a whole nother video on reciprocal inhibition.
There we go.
Like, oh yeah, you did say tricep, bicep, didn't you? I wasn't even listening.
He wasn't listening.
Okay, show me the exercise.
Okay. All right, Seb. Lay on your stomach for me. Prop yourself up on your elbows.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to tell him, look through the tunnel. The tunnel is the tunnel between his knees right here. So he just propped himself up into this position. A couple of cues. Squeeze your glutes together as hard as you can. Good. Push up through here. Good. Pull your knees and your elbows close together without actually moving. Good. And that creates tremendous tension in his belly wall here. Okay? And this should be turned off. You should not have any back pain while you're doing this. If you are trying it at home and you have back pain, try to see if you can tension through some of those things I just said. If not, this isn't the move for you. But hold that as long as you can. Get up and see if it does anything for your back pain.
Yeah, that's a good one to do. Did I really shake?
Yeah.
It's a hard one.
If you're shaking, you're doing it right.
So then, okay, so I'll have Don do a glute one, again, because the glute and abs work together and they help decrease the amount of back stiffness you have and how hard your back muscles work. And so I'm just going to take one from the archives that we did on the last related video, which is how to fix back pain. And so we're going to use the sideline one. It's the upside clamshell with a little bit of hip extension. So go ahead and lie on your side again.
Okay. I'm going to go on this side because that butt cheek's sore from doing that one.
Okay. Let's scoot the table a tad.
Okay.
Oh, that'll work. Okay. So what she's going to do is full hand on hip. Good. And so she's above the bony crest right now here. So she's going to use pressure and then push down until she goes boop over the crest and right there. Cool. Use your thumb to push hard into your glute muscles because I want you to feel that you feel that it's going to work. Okay. And so all we're going to do is take that knee and tap the ground right here. Good. Don't lose that contact. And go ahead and get your leg long, 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 long. Good. And go again. And so the last video we talked about what if her back hurts during this, then stiffen up. Okay? And go through the same movement. So we got to create some stiffness of the spine to make sure we're isolating the effort a little bit more towards the glute. And so let's go until she's tired.
I'm almost there.
She's almost tired. This didn't take that long.
Yeah.
So good. But you feel that glute working under your finger, huh? Good.
Exactly where my thumb is at.
Okay. And so we have another progression of exercises in the prior video. But this is just one of the things that we can select. Again, it works for a lot of people. It doesn't work for everybody. But it is challenging and hard. It's not like we're going to tear a muscle off doing this, though. It's just gravity. Gravity's just pushing you down. Okay. So what else do you think people should know about the reason for that type of back pain? Is there scar tissue there? Is there adhesions there because it's overworking?
There's a bunch of different structures that can play a role into causing the low back pain in that area. Do you want to get into structures?
Yeah, we can get into some structures. I think
sometimes we have overactive muscles in that area more as a protective mechanism. Maybe there's something a little more crazy, not crazy, but something a little more complex underlying underneath, and your back and your brain has a natural tendency to kind of tighten up in that area to protect what is going on. If there's an injury there, that's the way that it likes to. You threw me off by handing me this. That's the way that it likes to try to protect you. So that could be one reason why. If there's some sort of maybe nerve or disc irritation going on in that area, those muscles will tighten up just to protect it.
I gotta get a name for him because now I handed it to him and you're just hugging him. Caressing.
I'll name him on the next video.
The muscles do protect. We kind of have a saying that muscles are like pawns in a game of chess. They just do what they're told. And so usually the muscle tightness is protective. Granted, they are on fire. It does feel like those muscles are the major problem. Rarely they ever are. As the primary problem, they're still protecting against something. What are they protecting against?
What are they protecting against?
Yeah.
Injury, underlying injury. Underneath.
What's the underlying injury?
Disc or nerve.
Disc or nerve. But it feels like a muscle.
Yeah, people say that a lot though, is the thing. So although it feels like the muscle, maybe it is that exactly what you're feeling, but it's tightening up and tensing up because it's protecting what's underneath.
Right. I remember that. Remember I had that shoulder blade thing, and the shoulder blade hurt. So I was doing pull-ups a couple weeks back, and my shoulder blade started to hurt the next day, and it was this side, and it hurt to kind of look away, and no, it's good. But she examined me, and you talked about doing a little bit of weight training around it, doing a little bit of corrective exercise. And I was like, Don, the last thing I want to do is load this muscle. He said, it's not a muscle. I said, I forgot. It's a referred pain. But it really felt like a muscle. I was convinced it was a muscle. It felt like a muscle. but treating it not like a muscle got rid of it. It got
Yeah.
rid of it within 2 days about.
Absolutely. It's just turning on the right muscles, turning off the ones that are causing you pain. Those are the types of things that we dive into when we work together with you and try to figure out what's going on and what's right for you.
Yeah. So let's go a little bit into the model there before we close on things. But we'll show you what we mean by disc and nerve, just so everyone gets a good idea. Because this video is a little bit more explanatory, explanation based than doing based. Because if you're doing, you already watched the other video. But on this model, there are the muscles that all attach into there. Again, they can be overworking because they're trying to keep you into extension. That thing, they're trying to keep you like a duck, like a duck. Okay, and so they try to keep you like a duck. They're trying to keep you in a certain position, which is extended. A lot of times, people who are stuck in this extended position, it's because their body's trying to protect against their disc or nerve. And so we have those little nerves back there, which are yellow. Right around there, those little guys. They come out of these little holes. Those little holes are dynamic, they move. That's why sometimes it hurts more in certain positions than others. But there's also disc here too, those little jelly donuts. And a lot of times those things kind of get squished around a little bit when you're moving in certain positions. So the spine will tighten itself up the only way it knows how, as upon, and it feels super tight. So we just got to get that tightness to go away any way possible. So, if you guys are looking for the next step in this, we do offer, if you're in local, you can come in and see us. We're in Orange County, California. But if you're not around us, you can certainly come, go to our site and we have a free gift for you, okay? You might wonder, what the heck is this? Well, when you say, hey, those exercises work for me and it feels really good, now what do? Get those, okay? There's a link in the corner somewhere, I don't know where, YouTube changes it, or there's a link in the description. On the phone, you have to scroll way down. I figured that out one day. I'm like, where is the description? Oh, it's like 5-16 scrolls down. After all this,
comments or what?
After comments and suggested videos.
Gotcha.
On desktop, it's right there. But we're going to link to it so you guys can get access to that. But when you ask us what to do next, we're going to say, get those, because it's something that we put together. It was very structured. It's formatted. And if this worked for you, then that will work for you. What if they want to see you in person, Don?
We are in Orange County, California. We are open at this time and we can absolutely see you in person. You just give us a call, email us, or go to our website, p2sportscare.com, and you can book an appointment there with one of us. We also have virtual appointments at this time as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, we have tons of virtual options, whether it be a different time, different pricing points, different things that you're looking for, different goals that you're trying to reach. We can hop on a video chat with you and discuss all that with you as well. Exhaustive amount of options for you guys, but just go onto our website, check out what we have, or just email us. Let us know what you're interested
What
in.
if I only got $20?
We have stuff for $20 too.
It's so cheap now. Okay, so we're releasing videos every week, multiple times a week. So subscribe to the channel, like and share. You'll get them right when they come out. And we have shoulders, hips, knees, backs, necks, feet, toes, fingernails. We should do a cuticle one. Subscribe. See you guys next time.